What's going on, guys? Today we're going to teach you how to do the Racor 900 MA. We're on the Salty Badats. The Salty Badats got the custom shirts.
Nice.
You know. But basically we're going to teach you how to do, these are 6 LPA STPs, 315 horsepowers.
Is that an inline 6?
Inline 6. But basically the Racor is on here. If you come around here and take a look, we're going to show you these Racors, guys. Okay. So basically what you're gonna, we'll show you how to do the other one, but what you do is it's gonna look like that. You're gonna unscrew that top bolt. That's gonna take your cap off while you have something under it to drain it. Then basically you're gonna unscrew the bottom bolt once it drains. Once you have the top cap off, unscrew the bolt underneath
that bowl.
Underneath the bowl, and then all of a sudden fuel's gonna just start pouring out right over there. It's all going to shoot out into that bucket like we have, and it's red diesel because that's on the water. The diesel's red, no road tax. But basically you're just going to do that. You're going to pull out this filter, which as you can see it's definitely time to change.
What are you replacing that with?
Basically that's a 30 micron. We're replacing it with a 10 micron right over here.
Nice.
That we got.
And any
just
seals?
Because it's just gonna filter the fuel a lot better.
Okay.
When you take it off, it's gonna look like this. You're gonna take this orange seal, you're gonna take that off, make sure it's not stuck, put this new seal that you get with your filter, and you're gonna take this black seal off, put this seal. Okay. We'll show you how to do that, but we're gonna just, right now what we're gonna do is go ahead and pour some fuel into the top of the Racor, and we're gonna get all of this, all that gunk out of there.
Now, what about this bolt, Jordan?
So this is actually the bolt that I pulled out from the bottom. You unscrew it, and then all the fuel's gonna start pouring out. That's the bolt you're gonna put back. So we'll be back with you soon.
Diesel containers here in yellow. Has to be yellow if you're working with diesel marine fuel. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna fill up a cup.
2 solo cups. I don't know if it's the smartest, but it's red because it's tax-free diesel. But I'll show you how to do it. Gonna pour that up. Give me a little. That's good. And then we'll meet you back at the Racor. We're back at the Racor. So just to take a look in here, we're gonna pour the fuel down there, and it's gonna come and get this sludge. So here we go.
Gotta go more in the middle. More in the middle. Yeah.
Okay. Try to get the sludge out.
Okay.
Alright. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we're going to take that bolt I showed you, we're going to just screw it on the bottom of this.
And there's no seal or washer on there, right?
No seal or washer.
Okay. Now there's another bolt under there as well, right? Yeah, that's
you're
small.
gonna tighten it up with this ratchet, of course, but
okay.
We'll be back when we're going to start refilling it. Well, I'm going to fill it up, and then I'll be back. I'll show you how to put the Racor into the filter into the Racor. All right, so we're back. We filled up the Racor with fresh diesel. Now we got this 10 micron. Comes with 2 seals. This little seal, that's for the top, and this big seal comes a little. In case you get confused, it comes like this, but it's really one big seal.
Okay.
So what you're gonna do, you're gonna take this little seal. You might have to pick it off with a little plier, doesn't matter, break it, doesn't.
Now even if they're good, do you want to replace them?
Even if they look good, like this one, you want to always replace them.
Because yeah, that doesn't have any cracks or anything like that.
You want to replace that because it's chara.
Oh, chara, okay.
Yeah, it's chara. Then you want to take, right? Okay, you're going to take this, and you're just going to slide this one all the way down.
Nice.
You're going to dip a little bit of diesel right here. Dip a little bit.
And that's what? So it doesn't like crack or anything like that? Stays nice and moist?
Yeah, kind of like a little lubricant, you know.
Okay.
You're going to just lube that up.
Okay.
Okay. Get the chram out. Now, you're going to put this. You're going to fish this one out. I did it already. Get this one out.
And even if that looks good as well, like I said.
Exactly. We're going to put all the seals in a bag. Just make sure we did it. That. Okay, now you're going to take this one, just going to put it in here like that. Now you're going to get some more little diesel right here. Let's see, I'll dip some of this. get your seal all lubricated up. Just so when you put it on, you want to just make sure it gives a nice seal in the thumb.
Well, that's not too hard.
Yeah, it's not hard. It's not that hard. You just gotta know what you're doing.
Now we already poured some fresh diesel back into the actual Racor 900. So you can see, you know, it's all you want to maybe show them, Jordan, how clean it is.
Yeah,
now
I'll show them now. Make sure everything's lubricated.
And I'm going to turn you over to Jord. There you go. Show them down there. Let me show you with the flashlight.
So, just to show you how it's a lot cleaner in there, no more grime sitting on the turbines right over there. It just looks a lot better, you know. That's
and
a
now
good way.
this is where the filter is going to actually go.
Now this, we're actually, if you give me a second, we have the filter. Okay. So now, you take this filter. There's little handles right here, but okay. So you're gonna take the filter. I got it. Take the filter, and you're just gonna drop it right in here like that. Make sure it's all the way down. Okay, it's all the way down.
Now that's a 10 micron versus the 30 that we had in there. What's the difference?
That's the 10. So the 10 micron is actually gonna filter the fuel a little bit better than the 30. So shouldn't be too dirty, but we're gonna do that. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna top it off with diesel. We're just gonna come and pour diesel onto here till this fully overflows. Make it overflow so there's no air, and then you're gonna put that top back on and screw it on with the new seals.
Okay.
All right, so we'll see.
Okay, guys, so this is the port Racor that we actually just changed. Put a new 10 micron filter in there. We're just gonna show you how we're topping it off so that there's no air allowed in there, and Jordan's gonna do that.
Just want to pull this up a little. You have a bucket down there. Show them the bucket.
There's
just
a bucket down there just in case you still have the bowl. And we're just pouring some fresh diesel. You got to make sure that filter is going to soak up real nice, and you want to let it sit for a couple minutes as well. That's another thing.
So we obviously need more fuel, but once it gets to the top, we're going to top it off till it overflows, like I told you.
Drain out of that.
And drain out of that, and that's how you do that.
Now we're also going to change these seals, just like we did on the other ones. Okay, and we'll be right back.
So basically, what we did was, we just, like I showed you, we top it off with diesel to the top. Then while it was overflowing down here, it was overflowing all over this, going into the bowl, going into the bucket. We put the top on, screwed it in, screwed the top on while it was overflowing. It kept overflowing. Want to make sure all that air is out, and this should just be hand tight. No pliers, but if you look now they're all cleaned up. See that? No dirty fuel in there. So that's how you clean the Racor. But next we'll show you. We're gonna do the other Racor, and then we'll show you how to do these. These are the fuel filters on here, the secondaries,
and zincs as well.
But we'll show you how to do that, especially for these motors with the sensors in the water. So we'll see you soon. Excuse the mess, but I just wanted to show you over here, just to show you all that sludge that was all in our fuel filters. We just cleaned that all up, and that just shows you how much crap and dirt catches in there.
There's a lot in there.
We're gonna do the other Racor, and we'll see you for the second. All right. So what you're gonna do, first of all, I suggest don't buy those pliers right here because they're kind of shitty. They suck. Get the circle ones, but you're gonna unscrew this. But before you do that, this is under here, right? This is your water sensor. You're gonna unplug it first from the plug, which is down there. Then you're gonna unscrew this piece right here.
Which is what?
Well, all this is connected. You're gonna unscrew this, which is the drain. You unscrew it, take it off. That's gonna allow the fuel to drain. Once you drain all the fuel into a bucket, which you'll put a bucket under it, then you're gonna take this. You're gonna unscrew it, lefty loosey, righty tighty. You're gonna unscrew this. You're gonna drop it down. Make sure you unplug that water sensor because you'll actually break it. But you're gonna unscrew this like that. And then basically once you get it off, dump out the fuel, throw out this filter.
Or you're gonna take this off.
You're gonna once you take this off, you're gonna reuse that. You're gonna throw out that filter. You're gonna get the new one. Obviously that one hasn't been changed in a long time, but you're gonna grab your new filter, which is right here.
We're also going to show you how to change zincs as well. That's something else we'll be doing a video on. Zincs on the Yanmar 6 LPA.
But basically, and then we'll show you how to top it off and how to do that. So
You can get yourself one of these diesel cans. They work pretty well. You know, we got it from Harbor Freight. Fill up some extra diesel, because what you do is just like the Racors.
By the way, if you have the 6LPA STP, these are the exact part numbers you're going to need. And,
wait,
that's what it looks like right
for
here.
the fuel filter.
A brand new one. So I'm guessing you grab it from these teeth.
Yeah.
But the fuel filter's right there. You're going to lube this up. You could use grease. I'm just going to use a little bit of fuel. You're going to put the water sensor here. You're going to put the water sensor right over here. You're going to close it. You're going to fill this up with fuel to the top, let it soak in.
Put it back.
Once it soaks, give it a minute, top it off again, plug it back in, then we'll show you how to bleed it. So we'll see you in a few. Alright, so now that you got it off, you replaced it, you got the new one, you put the new seal that it comes with the O-ring under here, put some diesel on it, tighten it down, and then give it like a 1/4 inch turn with a little plier. Just be careful because it is plastic. Then you're gonna just dip your finger in here, soak the new.
What is that, just diesel?
Yeah, just some diesel.
Okay.
Doesn't say to use grease on the manual. If you
What do you do here?
If you look, not everyone has the service manual, but if you look over here, it says to use fuel to soak the gasket, not grease. So.
And what do you do on the actual unit itself?
So on the actual unit, basically you're gonna go under there, and you're gonna just take one of these cloths, wipe under here, wipe it all, inspect it, make sure there's nothing, old fuel, nothing like that in there, to make sure it's good. And then we're gonna screw this back on, of course, righty tighty, and then we'll be back with you. We'll show you how to bleed this secondary. So we'll see you for the bleeding. All right, so what we're gonna do now that we have it already set,
Turn on the fuel.
we're gonna turn on the fuel right over here. That's our fuel that I shut off. If you're from the gas tank, you do that, but
Other way around.
up, you're gonna turn it, open it up like that. Okay. Now you got fuel running. Now you're gonna take this. Don't mind that little rust. We're gonna touch it up, but you're gonna open this up. Okay, that's your pump. You're gonna open this 2 to 3 turns. That's your bleeder screw. So I'm gonna open that up. Make sure you have. Where's the wrench?
Socket.
Make sure you have the right socket like this. That fits right over, or you can use the other type. But basically you're gonna do that. I'm gonna try and put this here so you guys can see what we're doing. Alright, so this is the best way we can film to show you guys. So I'm trying to focus on it. Okay. So I'm gonna need you to do is hold.
So you gotta turn your fuel supply on, guys. Remember that.
Before this. So right now you're gonna unscrew this.
Yeah. The button's good.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's your pump. Okay, now take your wrench. Righty, lefty, loosey. Okay. Okay, ready? You're gonna turn it.
It's coming out already. Is it?
Okay, so what you're gonna do now, you're gonna pump this. You're gonna hear some air coming out. I'm gonna close it while he's doing that. Ready? You got it? You want
Yeah.
more?
Yeah. Drop that, put this on there. Go ahead. Alright, ready? Here we go. That's steady, right?
Right, yeah.
Was that steady? Fuel?
Yeah, but there's fuel dripping everywhere.
Think that was steady enough?
Yeah, look.
Okay, guys. So this is your starboard engine, and what we did was we did the secondary fuel supply and the Racor down there. We drained them, we filled them, replaced the filters on these and sensors, and then this one we have to take the floor off, move it down here, and then this was very, very hard to get into, but you only have this much to work. But we actually did this one as well. We also drained them and filled them with fresh diesel, and then of course, I don't know if you can see the Racor back there. We did that as well. So very, very hard. But now we're gonna obviously see if it worked, everything's running good, and do a oil change tomorrow. Got Jordan here. He just cleaned up the filter there. Those are Racors. Basically, we took this whole panel here off, and we can slide it all the way out. Same thing here, but the thing is mounted, the couch. But we were able to access the port side of the thing, and we had to get that filter right over there. And then on the bottom is that pump, which is gonna be pretty hard to find. That's the pump over there.
Where'd that letter go?
I took it out. Not that bad, but it's not leaking, so that's good. Where the other one got a little worse on this side, the leak, so we definitely have to replace that.
All right, guys. So basically, we tightened everything up, put everything, made sure it was okay. Tighten this up. Tighten this up. We're good right here. You want to just make sure, you know, dry it up. Turn on your, right over there is your, that's your fuel supply. So you want to turn that on. Your Racors are good. Make sure your water supply's on. If you change your zincs or not, we did that. Just want to make sure that's on. Same thing with this side. Fuel supply's right over there. I'm gonna go upstairs and crank them up. Give the phone to Jack. All right.
Okay, so now Jordan's gonna start them up. Port, starboard. First one on.
You want to just run them just to make sure you don't have any leaks. Just check what all the work you've done. Make sure you know you're good. But
So you want to check, like, obviously that's a secondary fuel filter. You want to check that for leaks and all this over here. You have the Racors you want to check as well. You know, things like that, and then that way. So that's them, guys. There you go.